Solar eclipse day, everybody. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to see it based on my locale. I might be able to see like a partial eclipse. I think this is supposed to be. Sorry. I've still been having some gastric reflux problems this morning. And it just comes out of nowhere. But anyway, it's a clear blue sky in Southern California, but I think we're only going to get to see a partial eclipse. And by the way, that's why I didn't go live all weekend because I've been struggling. Totally unexpected. The Zofran is helping, but not 100%, you know? Anywho, so for those of you who were awake fairly late last night, Foody Beauty at roughly midnight, right around midnight, Eastern Standard Time, had an absolute meltdown. I'm not gonna go over like all of the community posts that got deleted and stuff, and the ridiculous videos she put up. But I will talk about a couple of pretty telling things that she put out there. First of all, I don't know what she was thinking about the time frame there. You know, about posting it when she did. Maybe she thought that by posting it that late at night, the East Coast reacts would be kind of wrapping it up or going to bed or whatever. Um, and there'd be a possibility that the West Coast reacts would still be up. But the reality is, like, when this happened and I was watching it, I was watching Alex's Shook, and he was covering Amberlyn Reed, her latest vlog. And then his chat started telling him she's going back to Kuwait. And he was like, no, no. So he immediately started covering the topic. And I kind of bounced around from channel to channel. I also went to Sin and Sass, and they were covering Alex. And I went to Breezen. I've watched a lot of people recap these community posts now. But, you know, first of all, Jacob, hi, I got a question. What's your question? What's your question? Jacob, are you here for the content or not? Do I like bouncy houses? No, I'm disabled and I have nerve damage in my left leg. So no, I don't use bouncy houses. Oh my god. If you continue this, you're going to be removed from my live stream. Okay, so basically there were three different that I saw. There might have been more going live at the same time. upon this news. But I think probably the two biggest, I'm not going to read your comments if they're not related to the content. I could see that I could see that basically Chantel's trolls are on high alert right now, and they're jumping in all kinds of chats. So that's going on and trying to derail them. I wonder how many of them are her, to be honest, because I know she does that. She likes to troll people's chats. I think your big takeaway are two things. She was scamming her audience by asking them to pay her directly to PayPal rather than use like an Amazon wish list for this imaginary apartment that she was supposed to get. And number two, she made a very big point of stating that she was high in Canada. She was high in Canada. A lot of us had already been making observations that she looked like she had been enjoying some Coca-Cola, right? The video was prepared. However, it was prepared. However, there was no voiceover. There was no Chantel. It was like a PowerPoint. It's like watching a PowerPoint of her being absolutely stupid, right? Oftentimes, when she's made a decision about something, she gives way too much information. TMI, TMI, um, which makes the entire communication sketchy, right? And yet again, that's what that was. It was a very bizarre sort of PowerPoint with some copyright free music lying over it that I think she's used on her walks before. It doesn't seem like something that would have taken all that long to whip up. Um, but also with that emphasis of I'm high, right? Keeps saying this. Keeps emphasizing that she's having a psychotic breakdown, is what she said. Well, if that's the case, how long was it going on before she prepped that video and then did her community post rages? Right? How long was that going on? So, um, for people who let's baseline. You're not drinking, you're not taking any marijuana, you're not taking any other party favors. If you're an emotionally unstable person and you sit on whatever it is that's bothering you for a long time without being able to talk it out, like maybe she's got something that's so private she can't even bring it to her channel right now, because it would go against her entire persona of what she wants you to believe about herself. So, like a fight with Salah, maybe, or a fight with her family. I've heard a lot of React channels say that she does not get along with the stepfather, with her mother's husband, who is the father of her sister. Well, and from what I've heard about her relationship with her sister, I'm not surprised by that. Sounds like she was incredibly abusive to her sister. So I could imagine that he'd have some animosity against Chantel. She had to go to a group home after all. So being in the house all the time probably was hard for him. Um, so there might be some tension staying at mom and dad's, right? Stepdad's. There's also the grocery hauls that she was giving to Natter, or that we all assume she was giving to Natter because of the timeline. She's sitting in a parking lot waiting to meet with somebody. Our eyes darting around, and a car pulls up, and she says, "Oh, I gotta go, I gotta go." Needs to bail right then, right? And then 15 minutes later, Natter goes live saying that he just got groceries. So that could have been creating some tension with Natter. I mean, with Salah, right? If Salah didn't want her in touch with Natter, that would be a problem. But she's so emotional, right? Okay, and I said to baseline it that if you've got an overly emotional person who's sitting on things that they can't really talk about, it's bottling up inside and just kind of bubbling within. Um, let's add the possibility that she also had some MJ. And let's add the possibility that she might have seen Natter again and had some Coca Cola. And we've seen some of her more recent live streams where she's acting very manic and making weird sounds. She thinks it's cute, I guess. Right? She thinks it's cute. But with all those mood swings, and I'm sad this minute, and then hi teardrop, like her mood could switch, and just like her mood can switch. So she did this around midnight. I don't think she was at the airport at midnight using her phone to post all this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily believe that she's actually purchased the ticket yet. It might have been some sort of dramatic thing for Salah, maybe even a threat. I'm coming back early, honey. Best not have any girls at the apartment when I get there. I just don't know. I don't know the answer to this. But I don't think you could trust somebody at all who says that they're intoxicated while they're doing, posting or creating videos or going live. I don't think that you could really trust her information about what she will or will not do because she already lies to begin with, and she definitely scammed her community. And if she changes her mind now, um, well, first of all, I don't think she'll give any of that money back. She could refund every single person who donated over PayPal since she gave out her PayPal the other day. She could refund all that money. But instead, she's asking her Beezers to come begging for it back. Let me know if you want a refund. Just refund them, Chantel. Don't be a dick. Or are you not entirely decided? Are you not entirely decided? Are you actually going to miss seeing the solar eclipse from a really prime location on the planet to be on a plane instead? Is that what you're going to do today? I find that absurd. There's no urgency to leaving. And in fact, there's every reason to at least stay to get the medical appointment done, the therapy appointment. Especially if she said in her post last night, which she did, that she was having a psychotic breakdown. Then stay and get that appointment. Get the care you need, and then make a decision on whether or not you want to leave. But don't be so fucking flaky, you know? Don't be so fucking flaky. She made those posts from an old king size mattress in her mom's basement. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Clara Bixby. Um, well, she's in the basement. That sounds pretty private. I thought she was sleeping on the couch. I mean, you can't, beggars can't complain about whatever setup they get when it's a guest situation. Like, I'm not going to complain if I have to stay somewhere and they have to, pull out a mattress, like a sofa mattress or something. Like the pull out sofas. Clara says, I have a feeling her situation is more comfortable than she lets on. I think it is too. I think it's, but like I said, I think that there's probably some personality problems going on here with um with her and her stepfather. She can't be. She just can't be. Yeah, so she can't bring that shit home, which is why she's out all the time. But it's also interesting that it doesn't seem like she actually eats with the family, you know? Sits down to dinner with family. Maybe they don't do that anymore because both of their daughters are grown. And it's just the two of them. It's just the two of them. If we do something. I don't remember the lyrics of that. Clara. Like openly smoke weed and go live. Plus all those edibles. She gets way too far in her own head and mental illness. Well, I think she uses the mental illness just to try and gain pity. I don't think, I think she's hamming that up quite a bit. I think I heard several times that she does smoke out with her aunt, doesn't she? I mean, she has so many people there. Why would you like? You've got your mom, you got your aunt, your I think the brother, the half brother is nearby, the half sister is nearby. Like she has all these family relations and stuff nearby. She's got Pete's, um, and I guess she's got Natter. I mean, Natter's a terrible influence, but at least she has something to start with, right? So even if they are not feeling that they can introduce her to their friends and go out and do things like that, which I would understand. Like if you have a known addict in your family, I wouldn't be dragging that person to meet my friends either. Clara says, agree. She is a pity princess. She certainly is. Trying to find the pocket in my rib. Okay. Keep my hand warm. It's just a little chilly. It's not bad. But I kind of run cold. Yeah, I would point to one of two things here. Or three, even. Okay. That she doesn't like that she doesn't have independence living at Shmi's house, right? Oh, you're in Costa Mesa, Clara. I'm in Liso Viejo. I will. Do you know is the eclipse viewable from our area? Yeah, I'm pretty close to you. I think Breezen is somewhere in the Southland too. And there's a couple others that are like local who are doing this React commentary. Um, I gotta look that up. Yeah, you're not sure either. I gotta look up the details, but my boyfriend told me last night that it's gonna be around 2. So, okay, so there are 3 things that I suspect may be having her do this, like these. We don't know if we could trust her or not, right? Ha, thanks, Clara. Tell you the SoCal commentators are doing great. Y'all know what's up. Um, I would wager there are 3 potential triggers that could be bothering Chantel right now. One would be having like daily arguments with her stepfather, right? If they're kind of going back and forth and mom's backing it up, that's got to be hard. 2, she probably thought she could get right back in there with Natter and that Dee Dee would just scuttle away, which isn't going to happen. It's totally not going to happen, right? That is absolutely not going to happen. Um, but she's delusional that way. She thinks that, I mean, she got with Salah to try and make him jealous, right? So now, if, let me ask you this, like, if you have married a spouse, you've moved halfway across the world to live with that spouse, and you're saying that you're wholly dedicated to this person who had a transgression over the holidays, but you've worked it out and you stand strong. a transgression that you've just had over the holidays, right? Why would you then leave so many breadcrumbs that one of the very first things you did was see your ex? You know, so many breadcrumbs that you're seeing your ex now. And who knows for what purpose. You can't say that you're just friends. I mean, he's a dealer, for one. So, do you have some sort of transactions going on there? And you've also been obsessed with the dude and chasing him around. And she got glasses that look like Dee Dee's? Really? Do you think that's a coincidence? Because she said Salah bought the glasses. Which, by the way, they have to be readers. Phone call, sorry. Sorry about that. Let me turn the volume off. Where is that? Did I go too high? Where is volume? Oh, here it is. Okay, I've got the volume off. No more interruptions. She had to pick them out. Same shape as hers. Well, I would say they have to be readers because um there's no way he could have just done that for her. Like, I don't know if you wear glasses or not, Clara, but when you have an appointment like that, like you pick your frames, right? Try on a few different frames and decide what you like. And then it takes a few days to it takes a few days before they come in to the store so that you can pick them up. And then you sit down and get them fitted. I took the Zofran, you guys, but it's been a rough weekend. Okay. Whew. Clara says even the dank Fupa cartoon with the wine bottle, Dee Dee had those glasses. Okay. Oh yeah, agreed, Jenna. They don't fit her face. They're riding too high. Yeah, they don't. They were not fitted to her face at all. Period. And that is how, if you have prescription glasses, that's how it goes. So that story is a lie. Those are probably like Walmart readers. I didn't know that they made them for nearsighted, but I guess they do both, right? Because her problem is the same as mine, nearsightedness. So she needs a pair to drive. I don't know why she's wearing them at all times. That's probably not great for her eyes. Um, if they're readers, 2 cents. But okay, so that was two potential triggers. The girl, she picked them up at the airport. No, actually, they did have some footage of her in the apartment wearing them. So we do know she got them in Kuwait. It could be the stepfather. It could be that she ran right back to Natter for whatever reason, whether it's party favors or she thought she was going to jump right in there and kick Dee Dee out of the picture. She does think she's prettier than 90% of people on YouTube, so there's that. Um, the third possibility is that she does not trust Salah alone. And if that is the case, because we haven't seen, all right, we have seen him show up in her chat comments a little bit last week, but not much, right? And there was a weird dynamic going on. For one, he kept trying to get her to rage. He kept bringing up she was trying to talk about, I just want to be more calm and peaceful. And he's like, and those people don't think that we can afford plane tickets or whatever it was. But like he was trying to bring up topics for her to rage in the comments of that chat. And then there was another chat where he jumped in and slowed down the chat and then made it subscribers only mode. And you could see her visibly roll her eyes. I think she even said Salah, and then she ended the live. Because that, watching that happen as, somebody who's been in relationships before, watching something like that happen, to my mind, is like, I need to take you aside and have a conversation with you. We need to have a little conversation about being too overbearing in the chat, right? Beverly. Hi, Beverly. Her glasses are a different shape than Dee Dee's, unless Dee Dee recently got new ones, and I haven't seen them yet. Clara says to Beverly, oh, I thought she had those round cat eye style glasses. I can't keep up the laugh out loud. I think that the glasses that Chantel have are far more just round. They don't actually do the sort of wing out at all. They're very round. I might have to get some more water here in a second. What else do you guys think about this? Do you guys think she would actually book a flight on the day of a solar eclipse, which is very rare to actually fall in the path of a solar eclipse? Like, it's very, very unusual, like a once in a lifetime sort of experience, right? And yet, she's going to book herself travel plans during this momentous occasion, right? To be very careful that I don't fall. Sucks to be disabled, you guys. So this very rare occasion is happening, and she lives quite close to the where it's actually going to fly over, right? And she's like, nope, I'll skip it. I'll skip it. My petty problems in my own life that are going on right now are so time sensitive that I need to handle these things right now. And so I'm going to miss this massive thing, right? It's noon, you guys. I don't buy it. Definitely readers, cheater glasses. We all must remember rule number one. Chantel lies. Yep, absolutely. She certainly does. And I wonder how many people she has hurt by this last arc of lies. Definitely her core base, right? But I wonder how many family members and friends might have been counting on her for certain commitments about living in Canada, right? How many family members and friends? And how many times are they going to allow her to do that to her? Because she quite literally just did that 3 months ago. So most of Girl World believed it was just a visa run because she's so desperate to be able to say that she's claimed that she has a man. It's like the biggest deal to her. That matters more to her than anything. And I'll tell you, if you're still at that stage in your life, like a teenager, where you're like, wow, 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 my boyfriend dumped me. Move on. Experience some emotional growth, right? But yeah, I don't buy it. I don't think she's traveling today because that would be fucking stupid. I mean, maybe the tickets are cheaper, but what the fuck a waste of an amazing opportunity to see this solar eclipse. And you're very close to the actual path. You know, I remember the last one, the one where Trump stared up into it. Uh, People who went to the path said there was just an amazing experience of having the shadow go over them. That there was something really amazing about that experience. I feel like Chantel lives like she is not going to see tomorrow, but tomorrow keeps showing up. Yeah, Clara. Except at the same time, she doesn't. Because, like, this is a once in a lifetime experience that she's just blowing it off for her feels, right? Clara again. Hot take. She is probably still asleep from her weed rage bender. Probably. Yeah. I mean, first of all, she couldn't have been doing all that from the airport. That's just anything for a man. Yeah. What it looked like last night was um like a young 20 something who had access to too much alcohol, too much party favors, and was just at the end of the night and not able to decide whether I love you or oh my God, my life is horrible, right? Because that's generally what happens. Totally agree. Like she drug posted. Yeah, it was like put the phone down, girlfriend. I wonder how many people she called too. You know, how many people she woke up in the middle of the night and threw out her rage at. Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, anyway, one of these days I'll figure out how to get like a one of those programs where I can show clips at the same time as I'm live streaming, so that it's a little bit more functional. I just don't have a lot of money for investing in this right now. It's a hobby. So I hope you guys all enjoy the solar eclipse today, and I might be dropping back in later. Thanks for dropping in with me. Take care. If you watch the video and you haven't yet, please like and subscribe.